Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban knife style and jungle survival. Today I'm going to do my 1-year review of the CRKT CEO Model 7096. Spoiler alert, I still hate it. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. Thanks. So this is a very popular, sleek kind of corporate executive EDC. In fact, in 2019, it won the Blade Show Best Buy of the Year. It is very sleek, it's very small. There are now various models in terms of different lengths. For this particular blade, this is 3.11 inches long or 3.11 inches long, and that's about 79 millimeters. So the close length is 4.4 inches and the overall length is 7.63 inches. If you'd like to check out my original review video, do check out the link in the card above or the description below. This is also a fairly inexpensive knife for what you get. It's about $45 US. The steel is 8CR13 MOV, which is a low-end Chinese-made stainless steel. It's similar to the Japanese AUS 8. Now, it looks attractive, it looks nice, and if you're looking for something that's very sleek and very discreet, it is called the CEO for that purpose. You can put it in your pocket and it may be mistaken as a pen. You might like this, and I wanted to like this. I got this because I was thinking this would fit very well in sort of executive EDC look. But the problem is the deployment. For two reasons. It's kind of the design of how the thumb stud is in this recess and how you need to flick it open to a very specific angle. And at the same time, because this is just so small, narrow, and almost, it's not cylindrical, but you can see how it's curved and it's almost squarish, right? It's a rectangle, but it's almost squarish. It's very hard to get a good grip. And when you try to deploy it, right, you just can't get the right grip. You have to place your fingers in the exact, very specific spot. So I found that, I guess, the best way is to kind of wedge the butt, the corner against the inside of my palm over here. Then my index finger goes and press on the deep carry pocket clip here. And then kind of have this middle finger against the end of the clip here, so kind of a 3-point pressure point, and then use the thumb to flick that out, and that gives me I guess the higher chance of a successful deployment. But it's a very specific position. I have to get into it, which means it's also not intuitive in the sense that when I pick it up, I can't just flick it open. I have to position my hands properly and do that, or my fingers properly. And I have small to medium-sized hands. I'm just wondering how, people with larger hands would handle this knife, because this must feel so thin. And if you do not have it in an exact position, you try to deploy it, what happens is it doesn't deploy, or it will turn in your hand due to the force of the deployment, and then you just have to kind of re-grip it. I just don't find that satisfactory or even just easy deploying. Now with the correct 3-point kind of pressure point, then I can open it up. But it's just so specific, not, I think, what I like. And I've tried to like this, honestly. I've always put it back, revisited it, taking it out, and then kind of figuring this out. Now, even though I've come to a point where I can open it all the time, just getting to that right position, right, has to be just so specific. Now, you could see that as maybe a safety feature because it's not that easy to deploy. But, when I want a knife, I want something that I can deploy easily and confidently as well. Because with this, you need your fingers in a very specific position. If not, because it's so small, if let's say your middle finger is in the way and you flick it out, you're going to hit your middle finger. So that's just something I can't get over about this specific design, although I do like the concept of it. And as an executive knife, I do like that thought process and all, but just even after 1 year of using it, maybe it's just me, but I can't, have that satisfaction of safe and surefire deployment all the time. I'll just give you a counter example for a similar style knife. This is the Boca Plus Kyoto. So it is similar in the sense it's also kind of that thin corporate EDC look. It is, of course, slightly wider, as you can see. Probably the CEO is 3/4 the width of this, but roughly about the same lengths. And this has a flipper tab, and that's just easy to deploy. The blade is slightly larger, longer, and wider as well. But to me, this looks like kind of a letter opener, and that's what I think if you're in the office and you're worried about bringing a knife or worried about people seeing a knife, I think this can be kind of disguised as a letter opener, as it feels like that as well. Of course, the only downside about the Boka Kyoto is the price. It's about twice the price of the CEO, so I can see that being a reason why people may not choose this knife, unless of course you can find it at a discount or a sale. So having said that, really not much to add other than, do you have the same issues as me in terms of deployment? Look, even now I'm trying to get that. Do you have that same frustration with me? Do you like it but can't deploy it? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.